The lights dimmed, the cameras clicked, and the iconic E! News theme faded into the annals of entertainment history. For decades, E! News was more than just a television show, it was a cultural institution, a place where celebrities shared their triumphs, controversies, and heartfelt moments with millions of viewers worldwide. On the occasion of its final episode, we take a deep dive into some of the most unforgettable interviews, jaw-dropping moments, and iconic cultural milestones that defined the show's legendary run. The dawn of E! News, a cultural phenomenon. E! News began in the 1990s as a fresh, snappy take on entertainment journalism. Unlike traditional news outlets, E! Embraced the glamour, drama, and unpredictability of Hollywood. It became a launchpad for pop culture icons, a platform where rising stars were discovered, and a safe haven where A-listers felt comfortable showing their human side. From the very beginning, the show had a knack for identifying the moments that would become etched in the public consciousness. Whether it was exclusive red carpet access or intimate conversations behind closed doors, E! News provided viewers with the kind of access that felt both glamorous and authentic. Red carpet royalty, the interviews that defined an era. Red carpet season was always a high point for E! News. The show didn't just capture celebrities, it captured the moment, the emotion, and the drama surrounding Hollywood's most glamorous events. One unforgettable interview came during the 2006 Oscars when Nicole Kidman revealed her candid thoughts on motherhood and balancing fame. The vulnerability she displayed, coupled with E! News' signature style, set the tone for future celebrity interviews, real, relatable, and refreshingly honest. Similarly, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's first joint red carpet appearance was a defining moment for the show. E! News cameras were there as the couple spoke openly about love, family, and the paparazzi frenzy surrounding them. The chemistry was undeniable, and the interview became a blueprint for celebrity couples navigating public scrutiny. But it wasn't just the A-listers. E! News had a keen eye for rising stars. Early interviews with Kristen Stewart during the Twilight craze captured a young actress on the brink of superstardom, offering insight into her insecurities, her craft, and her rapid ascent in Hollywood. These moments showcased E! News' ability to identify and elevate cultural touchstones long before they became household names. Breaking exclusive stories. When E! News made headlines. E! News wasn't just about glitz and glamour, it also made headlines. The show often broke stories that reverberated across the entertainment world. One landmark moment came when Kim Kardashian first appeared on the program, discussing her burgeoning fame and the reality television empire that would come to define a generation. The interview offered a glimpse into a celebrity phenomenon that the world hadn't yet fully grasped, and it cemented E! News as a conduit for groundbreaking cultural moments. Similarly, the program had a unique knack for accessing the unsayable. Interviews with Lindsay Lohan during her turbulent years were raw and unfiltered, revealing the pressures of early fame and the personal battles that often went unseen by the public eye. These candid discussions weren't just compelling television, they were important cultural conversations about mental health, fame, and resilience. The emotional moments, stars showing their humanity. While glitz and gossip often took center stage, E! News also had a rare talent for eliciting deeply human moments. Perhaps no interview captured this better than the conversation with Robin Williams in the late 2000s. Williams, with his trademark humor and charm, discussed his personal struggles, his creative inspirations, and the delicate balance between comedy and tragedy. It was an interview that reminded viewers that behind every headline, there's a human story. Similarly, Jennifer Aniston's reflections on love, friendship, and career longevity offered fans a glimpse into the emotional core of one of Hollywood's most beloved figures. These interviews were as much about connection as they were about reporting, they reminded audiences that celebrities are more than their public personas. Pop culture icons, the interviews that shaped generations. E! News' legacy is inseparable from the pop culture icons it showcased. The show didn't just report on culture, it shaped it. Interviews with artists like Beyoncé, Lady Gaga, and Rihanna didn't just promote albums, they offered insight into creative processes, personal evolution, and the broader cultural movements these artists inspired. Beyoncé's 2011 interview, in which she discussed her artistic vision and advocacy work, became a touchstone for understanding the multidimensional nature of modern pop stardom. Lady Gaga's candid discussions about identity, self-expression, and social activism underscored E! News' commitment to celebrating authenticity and innovation in entertainment. Even beyond music, the show gave platforms to actors, directors, and visionaries who would become cultural touchstones. Steven Spielberg, Meryl Streep, and Denzel Washington were among the many luminaries who trusted E! News to present their stories with nuance, respect, and curiosity. The lighter side, humor, pranks, and unforgettable bloopers. Of course, not every moment on E! News was serious or profound. The program had its fair share of humor, pranks, and unscripted hilarity. Red carpet moments often turned into comedy gold, with actors flubbing lines, tripping on gowns, or joking with correspondents in ways that humanized them and delighted viewers. Who could forget the time Ryan Reynolds jokingly pretended to photobomb his own interview, or when Anna Kendrick's impromptu dance moves stole the spotlight from a host's carefully prepared questions? These lighter moments reminded audiences that while E! News covered fame, it also celebrated fun, spontaneity, and joy. Behind the scenes, the hosts who became household names. E! News' success was also driven by its dynamic roster of hosts and correspondents. Figures like Kat Sadler, Jason Kennedy, and Sean Robinson didn't just deliver stories, they became trusted companions for viewers. Their curiosity, empathy, and on-camera charisma elevated interviews from mere reporting to genuine conversation. Each host brought a unique style, from Sadler's approachable relatability to Kennedy's sharp, industry-savvy questioning. The chemistry between hosts and guests often led to moments of spontaneity and honesty that became viral in their own right. Behind every memorable interview was a host whose personality, professionalism, and passion shaped the story in real time. Lessons in pop culture journalism. Looking back at E! News' run, it's clear that the program offered more than celebrity gossip. It provided lessons in modern pop culture journalism, the importance of access, the value of empathy, and the power of authenticity. The show demonstrated that great interviews are built on trust, trust between the host and the guest, and between the show and its audience. E! News treated pop culture with seriousness without losing sight of its inherent entertainment value. It was a delicate balancing act that the program mastered over decades. Closing thoughts. Saying goodbye to an era. As the final episode aired, viewers felt the weight of history. It was more than a goodbye, it was a celebration of decades of cultural memory. Clips of iconic interviews, red carpet glamour, and behind-the-scenes hilarity reminded fans why E! News mattered. It wasn't just a show about celebrities, it was a show about moments that defined a generation. The legacy of E! News lives on in the countless interviews that shaped public perception, the stories that inspired dialogue, and the laughter, tears, and excitement that graced every broadcast. From the first red carpet to the final farewell, the program captured the ever-evolving landscape of entertainment with warmth, wit, and unwavering curiosity. As the lights dim on this iconic institution, the memories it created will continue to echo in living rooms, social feeds, and hearts worldwide. E! News may have signed off, but its impact on pop culture, and the stories it told so brilliantly, will remain timeless.